Hi guys, I'm Dibushmita from BusyBums. In our channel, we make all the cloth diapering related videos. If you are new to our channel, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button and follow us on our social media. In today's video, I just wanted to show you guys how to use a covered diaper. There's a lot of different ways to use a covered diaper and they are one of the most economical and versatile cover. So I'll just go ahead and show you the multiple ways that you can use a covered diaper in. Here I have two covered diapers from BusyBums, and I'll just show you how to size them. So the first thing you need to know is how to size your cloth diaper. Most of these diapers that are available in the market is gonna be one size. That being said, one diaper can fit from around 4 to 5 kgs baby till about 17 to 18 kgs. Different brands have their different standard saying what weight range they will fit, but the fit also depends on the height and weight of the baby, like build of the baby as well. So here you can see one diaper that is fully unsnapped versus one diaper in its smallest rise setting. I mean, it might not look like a lot of difference in the video, but once you see it from the front or put it on the baby, you will see a huge difference. So this covered diaper from BusyBums have 3x4 rise setting. That being said, this can be set into 4 different rise setting. So this here is in the smallest rise setting, so you can also put this in the like medium and then large and then extra large. So there is this 4 rise setting that you can choose, and here you can see in the waist, these are the last one that is put on. So this is the waist of the baby that this can fit up to, and this can be tiny, so this can be tiny like this as well. So the first thing, I will show you how to size the diapers according to your baby. Now if your baby is, let's say, most of the brand will give you weight recommendations that if your baby is this much weight, then you might want to try this setting, but not always that works for every baby. So what you can do is probably go with the brand recommendations and then snap the buttons down and make the cover a smaller cover. So let's say if I'm putting this cover on a 4 kgs or 5 kgs baby, I'll just go ahead and snap this front part down all the way, and this extra fabric is gonna be in the back, so it's gonna stay in here, making this cover a smaller cover altogether. Whereas in this cover, you can see how big this one is without snapping, versus this one makes this much smaller, and all those extra fabric is just gonna be here. So now you have to put your absorbent layer on top of it. So let me just grab something to put on top. I'm just grabbing small pre-folds that I have close to me, so you can just put it on top. Not necessarily you have to tuck them in. A lot of people like to tuck them in. I personally like to tuck them in, and then you can just do it like this. Then you will need to put a stay dry liner on top. This is all natural fiber. If you're okay with that and your baby is not wetness sensitive, you can just put it like that. But if you want, you can just put a suede liner on top. I personally like to just lay it on top rather than just tucking it in, and then you put it on your baby. So you will first do like this, then you put around your baby, and then you have to see which setting your baby is in, and then you just snap these buttons in this way and then put it on the baby like this. So if your baby is little bigger, then you want to open the front snaps, and let's say your baby is in this setting, so you just gonna go ahead, snap the diaper into this setting, and you can see this is a lot bigger diaper. If I lay this small insert, you will see this is looking little small, so you will need a bigger insert for this. So I will just go ahead and put this here, and you can tuck this one in here. There is this, and then you can put the suede liner on top in this way, and then put it on your baby. Then you have to just see which snap your baby will need. Let's say your baby needs this ones, so you just snap it in like this way. I have bunch of options for you guys that I wanted to show you that you can use with the covers. So first is I have two covers here. Then I have a one size flat fancy folded here in origami fold. Then here I have a pre-flat combo. Here I have a bulletproof pre-flat combo. Here I have bunch of half flats and one size flats in a pad fold. Here I have two suede liners, snappy, and bunch of boosters that you can use, and how you can use them during the day, during the night, for outing with the covers. So let's just go ahead and see what you need to do. So let's say the first thing I want to show you is how you can just simply fancy fold one size flat and put it on your baby. So here I already have folded this one in origami fold. You can check out our other videos to see how to make origami fold. And then here I have this. So first you just fold the flat, then you will put a suede liner on top to keep the baby feeling dry. Also, once the baby poops here, the poop will be easier to clean from a liner rather than when it goes to the folds here and there. But the main reason we use the liner so that the baby can feel dry. So the next thing you'll have to do, I have the baby here for demonstration, so I'll put the baby in there. So you will have to put the baby's bottom in there, and you just want to lay the back towards their aligned with the belly button. Then you will pull this front part up, and then you can do different methods to seal the leg. Here I'm just gonna simply pull this over just to tuck it in there. And with the fancy folded flats, you can use your snappy to secure it once you're using it cover free. But when you're using this with a cover, not necessarily you have to use a snappy or pin. So after you're done putting that, you want to put a cover under your baby. Then you will have to put this cover up. When you're pulling this cover up, you want to make sure the cover is going from their crotch, and you want to do the same on the other side. You want to put it from their crotch, and then you just have to pull this sides and see which setting your baby is currently. And once you use the cover a couple times, you will know what exactly setting your baby is in, and the next time you don't have to see, you will already know which snap you have to snap in. So this is how you're just gonna put a fancy folded flat on the baby, and then a cover on top, and then you're gonna tuck in all the absorbent layer that you can see from outside inside the cover. That way the wetness is gonna stay inside the cover. Now this baby is very squishy, so it's not really possible to get a really nice and snug fit on him. But if you feel like this cover is kind of looking big on your baby, what you have to do is snap down. So first time when you're doing, you might not know which setting your baby is gonna be, so for that time you can snap this down. And once you snap it, you don't have to unsnap it every time you wash it. The diaper is gonna be in this snap. So once you are putting a diaper in a snapped position, you always have to make sure that this part, once you put it on the baby, this part is tucked up. So you always want to put your fingers in there and make sure this is tucked up. And once you tuck this sides up, you will see the leg fit automatically comes a lot cleaner and neater. This side, you can see it's still not looking neat. This side is already looking a lot neater. So once you put this, you want to just tuck this up all the way. So if your baby is in this tucked position, when you put it on the baby, it's already gonna be like this way and gonna be a lot neater to put on the baby. So now this looks a little less bulky on the baby. rather than the first time you had it. Now a lot of babies have wider tummy and skinny legs. For those babies, you don't always have to snap them on this same ones. So you put in this, if you feel like your baby's tummy is a little bigger, you can snap in this one. That way now your baby have a little more room in the belly. A lot of babies have chunkier legs. So in that case, what you can do, you can put this one in this, also this one in this. That way now your baby have a little more leg room. So that way, you know, even though the diaper, the elastic is going from the crotch this side will still kind of sit on back of their thigh. So you still want to make sure your diaper is little roomy, like not, you don't want to have any gap, but it should not be too tight on the baby. You should be able to slide one finger through your diaper. As I said, this baby is very squishy, so it's very hard to show you the perfect fit, but you will have an idea to how you can fit the cover so your baby is comfortable in it. The next, I wanted to show you how you can put this same cover. So let's say for the first change of the day, I put my baby on a flat and a fancy folded flat with the cover. When it is soiled, I'm just gonna go ahead put it to wash, but this cover can be reused unless there is any poop on the cover. So sometimes when the flat is too wet, your cover might be a little wet from this front area or a little bit near the elastics. What you can do is just set it aside for the next change so that this diaper cover can air dry. In the meantime, you can just grab another cover. I'm just going to snap this one down one more to see if this one fits better on the baby. Now for the second change of the day, I am going to grab, let's say, a pre-flat. So here I have a one size pre-flat combo, and here I have a pre-fold, booster pre-fold inside for added absorbency. Then I will put a suede liner on top, put the baby on top, and I'm gonna make the crotch trim, put it on the baby, and then I'm going to use a snappy here to secure this pre-flat on the baby. So here I have the pre-flat on the baby now. Without a cover, this can work for at least about 2 to 3 hours as well, depending on your baby's pee pattern. But if you want to make sure that your baby is just not peeing a lot, like all of a sudden, and you have bed sheet and everything getting wet, so for those reasons, or when you're going out or anything, you can always put a cover on top just to be safe. Now once I am done putting the pre-flat on top, I am going to lay the cover and then put baby on top of it. Then in the same way, you are gonna pull this out and then you're gonna put it through their crotch. Now as you can see, this part, when I put it, I like to put my like this fingers in here. That way, you know, I'm kind of like tucking this up, and then once I pull it up, I'm just using these two fingers to pull it up from the crotch and making sure this one is staying tucked up as well. So once you know, put it on the baby, you will have a habit of doing it automatically. You don't really have to think about it, what you're gonna do, what you're not. So you do like this and then put it on the other side as well. Now you can see this one is all tucked up. This side, all the absorbent layer that you can see sticking out, you just wanna put it inside. Now this one have a lot neater fit on the baby, and once you put the elastic from the crotch, it does not really matter how wide or how trim your crotch is of the diaper. This is gonna look really nice and trim no matter what. As I wanted to show you, this cover, the crotch is about 6.5 inches, so almost 7 inches I want to say. The reason this diaper have a wider crotch, so that you can put this on top of a fitted without any issues. Let's say when you are using a fitted diaper, your fitted diapers are gonna be a little bulky because that is supposed to like absorb all that pee of the baby whole night, and you're gonna put the cover on top of your fitted diaper. So we want to make sure all the bulk of the fitted diaper is contained by this cover. So what basically happens when your crotch is bigger, these parts are gonna go through the crotch anyway. So what happens is this area is gonna catch or like kind of like hold the flats. So if this area is too trim, and if you are trying to use it for nighttime, you cannot put enough absorbency in that cover. It's gonna start to give you leaks and leg gaps from the side. So you always want to make sure for nighttime you have nice and wide crotch covered diaper. So now let's say this was my second diaper change of the day. Now the other covered diaper that I leave for air drying, this is all dry and ready for my second change. So now I am just going to go ahead and let this diaper cover dry, air dry until the next change, and take this dirty diaper out, put it to wash. Now I'm gonna get ready with this diaper. Now I'm gonna use half flat. So this is a bamboo charcoal half flat, and this half flat is just folded into half and then into trifolds like in a pad fold. Same way, this is a bamboo organic cotton fleece half flat, and this is just folded into half and then folded into thirds, and making a perfect size insert, a daytime insert. This looks a little fluffy because they are not washed. Once you wash them, they will not be as fluffy, and it is not going to be bulky. Once the baby sits on it, it's going to be more cushiony for the baby as well. So even though it looks a little big, they are going to be super comfortable in these diapers. So this and this is the same, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you one, but you can use the BOCF half flat same way as the bamboo charcoal half flat. So you just gonna lay it in there in the cover this way. I'm just gonna put this inside here, and this have partial stay dry, the fleece material, this one and also this one is partially stay dry, so you not necessarily have to use a suede liner on top. But if you do want to use one, just go ahead and put your suede liner on top of the cover, and then you're gonna put it on your baby. Now the same way like how I would put a all-in-one or a pocket diaper, it's all the same. You just gonna put it on your baby in this way, then just secure with the snaps. Also, when you put a covered diaper or any diaper on your baby, it's not always necessary to have them snapped on the same one. So let's say if you're putting on this one, it's not necessarily you have to put on this snaps. You can put on this row of snap. In the same way, instead of putting in this and this, I have left one more here and put it in here, because that way you will find that your baby is fitting better into this diaper. So this is how the bamboo charcoal will look like, and you just want to make sure everything is all tucked inside. Now for the next change, you can use any one size flat. So now I'm gonna grab the other cover that I had, and here I have a bamboo organic cotton spandex regular 230 GSM flat, and here I have a 300 GSM BOCS flat, and these both are one size. You can make a fancy fold from this flat. As you saw, the first one was actually a French terry, and this one is just a simple pad fold, and this one I have a pad fold which has more layers in the middle to front for the baby boys. You can also put more layers on the middle for the baby girls. Here I have this one that I would show you how you can put it on the baby. So the same way you put this one, you can put it in here if you want to. Now I would put a suede liner on top, And then you can also, instead of tucking it inside there, you can also put this one on the baby first and then pull and put your cover on top in this way. Because this flat is a little bigger in fold rather than the diaper, it is sticking out a little outside. You don't want to have this. This will leak to your clothes. So in that case, you'd want to put this inside this flap. And once you're using the flap, what happens is, like, this is like a tummy guard, so your baby's clothes will not get wet. That is the reason we want to put this flat inside the flap, to have the tummy guard. Now your baby is gonna be just fine wearing this diaper for a couple hours. Now I want to tell you how you can use the same covered diapers for nighttime. I mean, a lot of people think that you have to use an all-in-one for nighttime. I mean, absolutely not. What you can do is, let's say the fancy folded flat that I had, this is actually a really great nighttime diaper. So this diaper, let's say, lasts you a couple hours during the day, maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours, but you want to make this diaper last you all night for your baby. So what you have to do is, first, I'm just gonna redo the origami fold because this just came off a little bit. Let me just go ahead and do the fold once again. So here I have your daytime diaper. So first, let me tell you, if you have to use this diaper for going out for a little bit or for a nap time, what you have to do. So for those reasons, you have to use a proper booster. So this diaper can be used for daytime, nap time, outing, and nighttime. The same way, the pad folds works in the same way. This is a pad folded flat and this is a fancy folded flat. Now if I want to make these diapers last a little longer, all you have to do is add boosters to it. So here I have a half flat, which is great for newborns in a fancy fold. Let me just show you really quick. You can do a diaper back fold for the newborns with a flat, a half flat. So if you're investing on the half flat for your newborn for the first month or two, you can use this in this way, fancy folded on your baby. And once the baby is a little bigger, you can use this as a booster. So all you have to do is pad fold it. Now you can add this to your pad folded flat and make it last a little bit longer. This is gonna probably hold at least another 1 or 2 more pee. So that being said, it will last at least another hour or 2 more. If you have to make this flat alone, make it last a little longer. So if you have to make this fancy folded flat lasting longer, you can use snake boosters. So the snake boosters are basically made from 2 layers and they are very, very customizable. So let's say my baby pees more towards this area, not really in the middle, not in the back, but more like from the middle to front. So I can put all these layers right here from middle to front for my baby, and then this is giving me 6 more layers of absorbency, and this will catch at least another 1 to 2 more pee without adding a lot of bulk to the diaper. You can also, instead of using a snake booster, you can also use a hemp pre-fold or a hemp half flat if you want to. For the nap time, these are really good options. So like here I have a hemp half flat, a pre-fold. So the hemp, you always want to put it on the back side. So I'm gonna put this on the back side, then I'm gonna put it on top. That way this layer is gonna absorb first, because this is our first absorber. This is hemp, and hemp is slow absorber, so you always want to put it on the back so that it can absorb the pee slowly from the top inserts. And now you can also use a booster pre-fold. So even this booster pre-fold is great for the newborns to start with. So when your baby is super teeny tiny, you can use this on your baby, the newborn baby, as a fancy folded pre-fold. And after that, you can also use this as a very trim insert. So this is only 4 layers. You can use multiple of this, 2 or 3 of them, to add more layer according to the absorbency that you need. You can also use this as a booster lengthwise if you like to. You can use this in this side to boost. So I'm just gonna add this one, and this one is gonna make the diaper last couple hours longer as well. So now moving forward to the nighttime diaper. So let's say I have this flat right here, which lasts me only 2 hours during the day just by itself. So now if I want to make this diaper last a little longer, then I can use a booster pre-fold to it for my nap time. So the booster pre-fold with this is gonna make this last another hour more for our outing, or for the even for the nap. Now if I am adding another booster to it, another hem booster, this is gonna give another hour or 2 to this diaper, making this diaper last at least about 4 to 5 or more hours during the daytime. So all the diapers that is gonna last you 4 to 5 hours during the daytime is gonna last you 8 to 10 hours or more at the night time. So if this diaper daytime works for 5 hours, this will work for 10 to 12 hours for the night time. Now if you don't want to have, like, if you are using all this kind of insert or boosters in your stash already, you can mix and match them and have your nighttime set. Or if you are just buying a nighttime diaper, you can buy a daytime diaper and a nighttime boosters. So this is a hemp double flat and folded in a boy fold, putting more layers in the front. So this one is gonna be my nighttime diaper. So here I have a daytime insert and a nighttime boosters, which is gonna be a super, like, very absorbent diaper for the toddlers. Like my 4-year-old is just fine with this. Even my 18 months old is fine with this much absorbency for 10 hours at night, because this double half flat of hemp absorbs a lot. So is the bamboo organic cotton fleece half flat. So I have a nighttime diaper right here. So let's say the next morning you feel like you need a tiny little bit more absorbency, go ahead and put another booster on top. This will last you for a little longer. So this is how you determine how much absorbency your baby needs. So now here I have this fancy folded flat. Let's say I want to make this, I only have one size flats in my stash and I want to use this for the nighttime. So here I have another flat, just a pad fold. You can use 2 flats together and there you have a nighttime diaper. So now I have a flat that is fancy folded, I have a flat that is pad folded and kept on top. That is all you need for your baby for the nighttime. You can even use anything you like, you know. You can use the hemp double flat with this bamboo organic cotton spandex flat, and this is gonna be working for your nighttime. Or you can use this hemp double flat for this fancy fold, and this is gonna last you all night as well. So whatever you are using for nighttime or daytime, you always want to use a stay dry liner to keep your baby more comfortable on it, and then you're gonna put it on the baby. So what I have in the website is something called bulletproof pre-flat combo. So this is something that shows you a simple combo that I'm already offering for your babies to use in the nighttime. So here I have a pre-flat, booster pre-fold, and a 4-layer hemp cotton pre-fold. So what you have to do is basically, this is to avoid the folding of the flat. So you can also use a one size flat fancy folded or a pre-flat simply. I'm just gonna put this down a little bit because, so let's say I'll assume that the baby needs about this much length, so I'll keep it in this way. Then on top you can use this booster. You can also make it a little trim if you like to, so put it in this way. And here I have a hemp booster, a hemp 4-layer super hemp pre-fold, which is gonna be a great booster. But always make sure you're putting this on the bottom, preferably inside this fold. You can also put it on top, and then gonna put this one. And now this is gonna be a bulletproof combo for your baby. Now you're gonna put your, I'm gonna use a suede liner on top as well, because this is gonna work all night. So you want to make the baby keep the baby feeling dry all night. Then you can put, the reason I made the trim folds so that this can fit comfortably in the baby's on top of the baby. And then this one you're gonna pull, you're gonna pinch and then pull on top to give the crotch really nice and trim as well. Then you're gonna pull this, and you can put a snappy on top to secure it. You can put a pin. With nighttime, not necessarily even pin, you will be fine even without a pin. And then you wanna put a cover on top. So you can see, even with all these things, this diaper is so trim. And this diaper is great for nighttime because this is giving your baby protection from all the sides, not only the middle. The pad fold's gonna absorb only from the middle. This is gonna be through all the sides. So this works a little better for a lot of babies. And then you're gonna put this on top and secure with the snaps from the sides. In this way. And now you can see this is a super trim combination of cover and pre-flat on your baby, which is gonna last at least 10 to 12 hours even on the heavy wetter toddlers. In this video I just showed you the ways to use the cover diaper with the pad folded flats, fancy folded flats, and the night pre-flat combo, and how to put it on the baby. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you still have any questions, feel free to comment it on the down below, or you can even join our Facebook group called BusyBums family, and I'd be more than happy to show you the ways to use the covered diapers. Until our next video, love your babies.